Let me ask you something uncomfortable. Why did your income grow quickly at the beginning, but then suddenly slow down? Why did it double once, maybe even triple, and then plateau? You didn't get less capable. You didn't get less intelligent. You didn't stop working hard. So why did the growth stop? Here's the part nobody tells you. Your income doesn't rise endlessly. It rises until it hits your internal limit. And that limit is psychological, not economic, not market conditions, psychological. Chapter 1. Skill grows first. Identity stops it. At the beginning of your career, income grows because of skill. You graduate, you get your first job, you improve, you become more competent. Income rises. You grow from $3,000 to $4,500 to $6,000. That makes sense. But then something interesting happens. You get stuck between $7,000 and $9,000 for years. You work harder, you get better, you take on more tasks, but the jump to 15,000 never happens. Why? Because early income growth is skill-based. Later income growth is identity-based. Imagine this. Jason is a strong performer, always reliable, always on time, always delivers. His boss trusts him. He earns $8,500. One day, there's an opportunity, a team lead role, higher visibility, more responsibility, more pay. Jason thinks, what if I mess up? What if I'm not ready? I'm comfortable here. He tells himself he's being responsible, so he stays. 3 years later, still 8 to 9,000. Skill improved, identity didn't, and income followed identity. Chapter 2. The Invisible Income Ceiling. Everyone has a number that feels normal, a number that feels safe. If you grew up seeing $5,000 as good money, earning $20,000 feels excessive. If you grew up in a family where no one earned above $10,000, crossing that line feels psychologically unstable. You don't consciously resist it, but you unconsciously self-regulate. Take Sarah as an example. Sarah is a designer. She charges $1,200 per project. Clients are happy. She's busy. Someone tells her you should charge at least $3,000. Her immediate reaction? No one will pay that. I'm not that level yet. That's too much. It's not about market demand. It's about identity demand. So she stays at 1,200, busy, overworked, plateaued. Her ceiling isn't skill, it's self-concept. Chapter 3. How the brain protects your income level. Your brain loves stability. If your income jumps suddenly, your nervous system actually feels pressure. More money means more responsibility, more visibility, more expectations, and more accountability. Growth creates exposure. Exposure creates discomfort. When someone gets promoted from $9,000 to $14,000, the first month is excited. But second month, anxiety rises. Deadlines feel heavier. Decisions feel riskier. They start thinking, this is stressful. I miss when things were simple. Maybe this role isn't for me. 6 months later, they switch back to a safer role. Income drops slightly. Stress drops even more. They say, I value balance. But underneath that decision was capacity, not capability. Chapter 4. Why hard work stops working. At higher levels, income grows through ownership, leverage, strategic thinking, risk tolerance, and value creation. Not just effort. You cannot earn executive income with employee psychology. You cannot earn investor income with saver identity. You cannot build scalable income if you avoid calculated risk. I have a friend named John who runs a small business. He has $50,000 revenue per month, stable, profitable. He could scale, he could hire, he could expand marketing. But hiring means trusting others, letting go of control, and risking payroll pressure. So he keeps everything small. 5 years later, still $50,000 to $60,000 revenue, stable, comfortable, but capped. He says, I like staying lean. But the real reason, he hit his identity ceiling. Let that sink in. Chapter 5. The income loop that keeps you plateaued. Here's the loop. You earn more. Your identity feels stretched. Discomfort rises. You reduce risk. Growth slows. Income stabilizes. And then you blame. Blame the economy, blame the industry, blame the timing. But the pattern repeats across different environments because the mirror reflects you. Identity to behavior, behavior to system, system to outcome. Always. Chapter 6: Engineering a Higher Income Identity. Breaking the ceiling isn't about hype, it's about expanding capacity gradually. Step 1: Identify your number. What income feels too much? That's your ceiling. Step 2: Stretch intentionally. Ask for slightly more, charge slightly more, take slightly bigger responsibility. Small identity expansions. Step 3: Change your environment. Your nervous system adapts to what it sees as normal. If everyone around you earns $6,000, $20,000 feels impossible. If everyone around you earns $30,000, $20,000 feels entry level. Exposure expands identity. Step 4: Build leverage systems. Income growth above plateau requires ownership, scalable skill, equity, assets, and delegation, not just hours. Final truth: your income mirrors your identity. Your income didn't stop because you ran out of talent. It stopped because you reached the edge of your current identity. Until identity expands, income won't. Wealth is not an accident. It's engineered from identity outward, and the mirror never lies. The question is, are you earning at your true capacity or at the level your nervous system feels safe?